So the first thing you want to do is choose your fasting type. You have the 16-8, you have the 18-6, and you have the 24-hour fast. For me, as a beginner, I would say that the easiest option to go with and the simplest one to practice is the 16-8 fast, because that gives you more of a larger window to work with. This means that you would fast for 16 hours and you will eat in an 8-hour window. For example, you might eat between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. during the day, and that's your eating window. The other times of the day, you're going to be fasting. And throughout the night, of course, we're fasting because we're sleeping anyway. And so your fast would just continue until noon time the next day, and that's you repeat that cycle. So if that's something that you think you might want to try, and if that feels easy to you, then you can experiment with it. And you can also experiment with the window times of the day. It doesn't have to be from 12 to 8. It could be at whatever time period that you want, as long as your eating window remains in an 8-hour period. And outside of that period, you're fasting the rest of the remainder of those hours of the day. You can also experiment with longer fasts. You can try the 18-6 fast, or you can try the 24-hour fast. I've tried all of these. I think the best one for me is the 8-hour window, and that's the one that I feel like has been easiest for me to adapt to using off and on. But I do try to do it at least a couple times throughout the week. Don't rush it. Just take your time with it so that your body can get used to fasting. A lot of people who have never tried fasting before find it hard in the beginning, because it's really a mental challenge, to be honest, because you got to sit there and get your mind to shift your mind to wait to eat at a certain time period instead of wanting to eat throughout the day. And that's the hardest part, honestly. A lot of people are out there looking online, trying to find ways on how to learn how to do fasting, how to do it the right way, and how to maximize their weight loss doing it properly. The main questions that I see out there online is, how long should I fast? When should I eat, or when should I not eat? Also, what should I drink? What can I drink while I'm fasting? Well, the answer to that basically is drinks that don't have calories in them. Basically, water is going to be your best bet, your number one thing, and the best option, really, because the water is going to keep you hydrated. As long as you put some hydration in your water, a little bit of lemon juice or cucumbers, some electrolytes added to your water to keep your body hydrated, of course. And that's also going to help to keep your body feeling like you're not hungry. That's going to help your body to think that you are giving it some food and you're not really. And it's going to help to curb those cravings that you might get when you go under a fast. Some other things you can drink while you're fasting is unsweetened tea or even black coffee. Those are good options as well if you feel like water is not going to be enough to get you through the day. Make sure you don't add sugar to your drinks, because that's going to just, like, your stomach is going to basically think that you're eating food, and it's going to basically break the fast. Not only is it going to break the fast, but it's going to spike the blood sugars, and you don't want that to happen. Also, artificial sweeteners, sugar substitutes, some of those also break your fast and cause blood sugar spikes, so you want to avoid those as well. I would say the number one thing when it comes to drinking your drink, to make sure that you stay hydrated, like I said before, and that's going to keep your body feeling more energized, because you know that if you're taking away food, then your body has to use whatever it has for energy. So you're really allowing your body to do what it should be doing naturally, and you will be more likely to feel more energized throughout the day, and you won't feel sluggish or drained. Remember that the electrolytes in your water whenever you are on a fast. Another thing is struggling with hunger and low energy levels, or crashing during the day. When I go back into fasting, and if I don't do it right, if I jump into a hardcore fast, don't give my body the proper hydration that it needs, I will crash too. My body will feel low on energy as well. So that's why I would recommend to take baby steps with fasting. Like I said, start with a eating window, a wide eating window, and then if you feel like you can go a little bit longer or another day with fasting, or stretching your window smaller, which means a longer fasting time, then you're going to do that slow baby steps. Now, I wouldn't jump into it, because you're just gonna be setting yourself up for failure because it's gonna be too hard to do mentally. So some quick tips that I would suggest if you're just starting to learn how to fast is to make it safe and enjoy it while you're doing it. Enjoy the process. I would start slow, like I said, try anywhere from 12 to 14 hours of fast and then build your way up slowly from there. Make sure that when you do eat in your eating windows that you're eating foods that are nutrient dense, foods that's gonna hydrate you, like fruits and vegetables, foods that's gonna give you energy, like your iron-rich foods. And not only is it gonna help you to be able to fast longer when you do come out of your eating window, it's gonna also help keep your body hydrated. Like I said before, you will feel less hungry and less weak, and like you have more energy throughout the day. Here's a big thing to avoid too. When you first start fasting, do not be trying to be in the gym or work out and do very intense workouts because you're going to be setting yourself up for failure. All you're going to do is make your body crash and burn. You're not going to have the energy to do all of that anyway. So you're just going to tire yourself out, and then that might lead to mental exhaustion, and then you might even sabotage the whole process. The best thing, I don't advise to do any type of workouts or anything. Really, fasting is about allowing the body to rest and giving it the rest it needs before you go into putting it back to work again. And also, when you're getting enough rest during your fast, your body is going to work even harder at making the repairs inside and outside of your body that it needs to be doing anyways. People like to think of fasting as punishment because we're just so conditioned and we're so used to eating all day, every day. And that's not the mentality that we need to have, especially when it comes to learning to recharge the body at least periodically so that the body can learn to repair itself on its own. And that's going to lead to more health benefits down the road. If you want a simple step-by-step guide on how you can get started with fasting, with options of fasting schedules, then check the link in my description. I'll have something down in there for you and you can check it out if you want to give that a try. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any updates on my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that. I want you to join my community so we can get a discussion going in my comment section. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.